Oh, look at that. Hey, it's Len. Todd, my man, what's going on, Todd? How we doing? Sarah, what's going on? Hey, it's Len today. I've got the, yeah, what's up? Hey, that Rip Diggity, what's going on, buddy? I got the old Periscope today. Hey, man, yeah, Scope. Just hanging out at the park. See if I don't screw. Yeah, so I'm just chilling out at the park. I'm going to talk about goals today, how to set some goals, and some of the tips that Ben and Clint and I use. You know, when we set our goals and get everything going and written down and how it works and all that. The marathon, nice. Well, I'm glad you're taking a little break from the marathon to listen to me rant on about goals. Look, I got notes today. Yeah, the park looks, yeah, it's a little, there's a few people over there, but the cold air, the sea breeze is coming in today, and it's all of a sudden the last 2 hours it's getting cloudy. But anyway, look, yeah, thanks for the hearts, appreciate it. So yeah, we're talking about goals today, setting goals, and as I mentioned a few minutes ago, you know, Ben has some methods, Clint has some methods. Yo, Rip, what's up, brother? I have some methods. I think I've got, you know, kind of combined a couple of everybody's methods here. You know, and like I said, I got some notes for y'all, so we'll take a minute, we'll talk about setting goals, all right? So, you know, the first and most important thing when it comes to setting goals is to actually write them down. And I like to write them down on a list. I like to write them down on a piece of paper. You'd be surprised at how much mental energy you consume every single day thinking about the things that you need to do, and how the simple task of writing it down on a piece of paper literally downloads all that crap out of your brain and onto the paper, and it just frees your mind up. It frees your mind up to focus on the task at hand. It frees your mind up to focus on getting the job done, to focus on creativity, those kinds of things. Yeah, goals are great, man. So, you know, honest to goodness, as simple as it sounds, writing it down on a piece of paper really does get it out of your mind, and it allows you to just free up all that space for all the important stuff, right? That's always been something that's worked for me for years. If I don't make a to-do list, if I don't write it down, chances are A, it'll get forgotten, or B, I just won't get it. I won't get it done. You know, when you write it down on a list and then you look at it and you're like, all right, yeah, that's done. Cross that shit off. That's done. Cross that shit off. It's like a sense of accomplishment. And you know, when I'm talking about writing your goals down, it's kind of like the day we talked about the law of attraction. You want to write them down on a piece of paper, and you want to be as specific and clear as possible, right? So like a specific and clear goal would be something like to make my first sale by March 15th of 2016, all right? It's very specific on what the goal is, what you want to achieve, and by the end date. Yeah, hearts for making first sales. Let's give it up there. A couple of other things that we like to do is prioritizing those lists. What am I saying here? The goals, right? You wrote it down on a piece of paper. Thanks for the hearts. And you want to prioritize them from the most important at the top to the least important at the bottom, because what you're going to do is focus on that most important task. And if that's the only thing that you get done today, then shit, you've done the most important thing, right? You have gotten the biggest, most pain in the butt, most challenging, most rewarding, most valuable, most profitable task done, right? Done, that's it. So prioritize your list for stuff from most important to least important. It'd be really great if you could get more than just that most important thing done. You know, maybe you can get 2 things done or 3 things done, whatever it is. But make sure, yeah, hardest task first. That's a good one, yeah. So whether it's the hardest, the most profitable, the longest, whatever it is, put that one as the priority at the top of the list, okay? This is something that Ben actually talked about, and I think it's a really good idea. And he likes to review his goals and his to-do list every night before bed. That way he's mentally prepared for the next day. He knows what's going on. He knows what tasks have to be included. That's also, hey Anthony, ZH, what's happening, my man? That's also when he sits down and sort of prioritizes his tasks is at night for the next day, you know, so he knows what he's got to focus on. You know, and in talking about goals and to-do lists, it's not just daily, man. Like, there's daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. What if Donald Trump is good for America? I don't know. What if he is? What if he isn't? I don't give a shit, okay? What happens is, I don't know. We'll find out. You know, we'll find out in November. You know, weekly goals, daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. Write them down and prioritize, and you know, make sure that you have them broken down, because there are things that you're going to want to do on a daily basis. There are things that you're going to want to do on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a yearly basis that you're focused on, you know. So you have the short-term goals on your daily and weekly. You have your long-term goals on your monthly and yearly goal list, your yearly to-do list, right? I mean, just the other day, right? So it's the end of February 2016 here. Just the other day, I had a few setbacks, you know. I had one of those days just totally crushed my soul. You know, I found out I had some car repairs. I found out the apartment I was looking to rent fell through, and I was just like, man, how could all of this shit be happening at the same time, right? So I went home and I ripped out all my goals out of the book. I'm like, fuck you, I'm done with that shit. I don't want it. And I went home and I wrote down a whole bunch of new goals, right? I spent an hour sitting down on a piece of paper and I wrote down all of my brand new goals. And I wrote them down more aggressive than I have ever had. And I wrote goals for financial goals. I wrote goals for personal goals. I wrote dropshipping goals. I wrote, fulfilled by Amazon, importing goals. So I have 4 pages. Actually, I don't have them in my pocket. I left them in the house. I have 4 pages of goals for 4 separate things, right? And that's what I'm focusing on right now, because when you have a bad day, even when you have a good day, you need something to focus on. I ripped up my notes. Damn it. Let me see what else I had on here before it blows away. See if we can piece it together. I got so fired up, I ripped up my notes. Actually, that was pretty much it. You know, just talking about breaking them down into personal goals, like, you know, my personal fitness goals and my financial goals, and when I want to reach certain milestones financially with my businesses and the amount. So I wrote down the amount, the day. I also wrote down the ones, like I said, for drop shipping and for FBA. So that's basically what I do. It's kind of the same as what Ben does, Clint does. We've all sort of talked about this. Yeah, appreciate the hearts, man. Appreciate it. You know, we've talked about this amongst ourselves. So some of my comments are a little bit of my views, a little bit of the guys' views, but most importantly, write those goals down. Write them down on a piece of paper. Prioritize them every single day. Make sure you get the most important thing accomplished. And what if you don't reach your targets? That's a really good question. I think it's Andrew, Dippa666. I think your name's Andrew. Andy, if you don't reach your goals, you just roll it over to the next day, you know? It's not a problem. Like, here's the thing, right? There's a lot of things in your life that you never accomplish when you want it, as fast as you want it, but that's not a reason to give up. You just keep it on the list, you roll it over to the next day, roll it over to Adam. I'm sorry, I knew it was an A, man. Sorry about that, boss. You know, you just roll those goals over to the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, whatever it is. Just roll it over, keep it on that list, and you know that, hey, I didn't get there today. I didn't get there this week, I didn't get there this month. You keep it on your list, you work towards it, and that's something that if you missed it, that would be one of the ones that I prioritize, especially if I didn't for some reason make that goal, prioritize it and stick with that one as the most important thing until you get it done. So that's really it. You know, you guys are intelligent. I know you know a lot about goals. We're like just sort of throwing out a refresher here, some of the things that we've been using over the last couple of years that have been super helpful. Write it down, make those to-do lists, put a pen to paper. Don't rip up your list like I did, getting really excited on the Periscope. But those are our, you know, basically my tips for goal setting. And the ones that I just wrote down a couple of days ago, like I said, more aggressive than ever. And I'm just getting ready to just kill it, you know. I can't wait. Just gonna, I don't know how to say it, man. I'm just like so stoked. I got these goals and they're 30 days and 60 days and just way more aggressive than I've ever thought before. Bigger, more aggressive, harder, tougher. And I'm so excited to see what the outcomes are. So if nobody has any questions or any feedback, comments, I don't want to talk about Donald Trump, so forget about it. Adam, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I know it is easy to get lazy. Well, because when I was saying Ben likes to review his list every night and prioritize, and when I heard him say that, I was like, damn, it's not actually something I usually do. And I kind of had a little bit of a different system, but I liked it, and it's a good takeaway, and I put it in my notes today, and I'm using that myself. Who do we have here? Den Kozmanov, what's up? Actually, you're just reaching here at the tail end, brother. I'm about to sign off, about to shut this thing down. So if you got any more questions about goal setting and whatnot, just check us out another day. You can throw some comments. One of the things, if you if one of your goals is to leave your job if you're still working, if one of your goals is to replace your income with your own business, check out what we do. We are involved in drop shipping, and you can check out our referral link at EcomFire.com/DSL. That's the course that Ben and Clint and I learned to build drop shipping stores with. And if you buy through that referral link, we'll enroll you for free in our 10-part accelerator course, which is all the tips and tricks and bonuses and things that we've learned above and beyond what's taught in the course. And we'll even throw in a free 30-minute niche selection coaching calls. So no excuses. If if quitting your job, if making a lifestyle change or a financial change is one of those goals on your list this year, check that out, EcomFire.com/DSL. All my boys, Rip, Todd, Adam, we'll see you another day. All right, everybody, be good, man. We'll talk to you soon.